gentlemen. Welcome to our 1988 kindergarten graduation ceremonies. It certainly is rewarding to see so many people here. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy the program that's been prepared by our kindergarten children and our kindergarten teachers. This is an exciting graduation, I feel, because this is the class of 2000. This will be the first class to graduate in our new century. So we're really looking forward to a lot of big things from this class. So let's sit back and enjoy the ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our kindergarten play. The name of our play is The Dancing Princesses. We'll start by the play's allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I hope you enjoy the play.
Once upon a time in a faraway land, in a time when kings were kings and princesses obeyed their fathers, there lived a rather eccentric old king and his 8 lovely daughters. So listen while I tell you a tale of what happened to this very eccentric king and his princesses. He found that ruling 8 daughters could be more difficult than ruling a kingdom. This particular king had many peculiar quirks. For the most part, King Dudley was a very normal king. He ruled with a gentle demeanor. But every now and then, and lately more now than then, King Dudley would get a zany look in one eye. When this event occurred, his crown would tilt and his clothes mysteriously appear disheveled, and the king would then become exceedingly single-minded, usually over some minute detail in the kingdom. Like the time he dismissed 100 royal chefs because they cracked their eggs at the wrong end. As our story begins, King Dudley's latest obsession is rodents. Calls all in the palace to issue a royal proclamation.
All Jesus banned from the kingdom. All ones are to be chased out. What are we going to do? If we don't do something soon, King Dudley will throw us out of the palace. In fact, the cheese in the castle looks terrible.
Night passes, and the princesses sleep unaware of the changes there will be in their lives. The old woman's spells are never predictable. Watch as we see the great surprise that awaits King Dudley. And so, at 10 o'clock that night, the princesses meet and find the secret stair under the bed. They danced all night, wearing holes in their shoes. Watch as we see what King Dudley will make of this. Bong, bong.
Oh, the loyal postman! Oh no! Nothing but bills today! Good grief! Look at this one from the royal tailor! Bring me my daughter!
The King's Royal Express cart has been built for 12 Esprit jogging suits, Jane Fonda video cassettes, miniskirts, disco damsels, dancing doodads, Reebok sneakers, Gucci sandals, hunky pumps, Calvin Klein evening gowns, and worst of all, a complete makeover by Vida Sassoon.
What do you need all this stuff for anyway? You don't need these things to hang around the gasoline. These things are for dancing. But you just wear the same one once, do you? Besides, everyone has them. That does it. I have spoken. But I haven't done my wonderful obedient to
The king, in his eagerness to rid the castle of rodents, becomes obsessed with finding out where his daughters are going to dance.
Send out proclamation. Discover the secret and win your end goal. Fail and be doomed for a life of rat patrol.
Many a prince tries his luck, but fails to discover where the princesses go at night. The ranks of the rat patrol grow larger. Now it came to pass that a poor soldier was wounded and could no longer serve in the army. As he travels throughout the kingdom, he comes upon the old woman who stops to speak to him outside the castle.
Where are you going, son? And what will you do with yourself? I don't really know. Perhaps I'll find out the secret of the princess. That is not very hard to do. Desperate and to fall asleep at night. Use this magic rope to protect yourself from the magic powder they sprinkle over you. This will help you stay awake. Then you will not be seen as you find out where they go at night. Thank you, kind woman.
So the poor soldier went to the king and offered him his services. He was treated just as the others and led to a room in the castle near the princesses. That night, as the soldier pretends to sleep, the princesses bring a magic powder which they sprinkle over the soldier. His magic cloak protects him well.
Magic in my basket, just sprinkle magic on his cloak and set him off to sleep, and set him off to sleep. Off we run to the distant Camelot.
3 o'clock, the princesses have danced so much, they wear holes in their shoes.
I'll take this goblet to the king. Shoes all worn out, what do we do? Shoes all worn out, what do we do? Shoes all worn out, what do we do? Let's try to fool King Darling. New ones baby blue, we'll get new ones baby blue. We'll get new ones baby blue. Let's try to fool King Darling. Blame it on the rats for they chew. Blame it on the rats for they chew. Blame it on the rats for they chew. Let's try to fool King Darling. Yes, yes, that will do. Yes, yes, that will do. Yes, yes, that will do. Let's try to fool King Darling.
There is a repeat of the night before, only this time with rock music and punky clothes. And so the next day, the soldier brings his evidence to the king.
Sire, I know the secret of the princesses. Where do they go to their clothes and their shoes? To an underground castle that dances right away. See, I have a silver goblet and a golden record. That's true. Impossible! I don't believe you. There's no such place.
magic cloak, they follow the princesses that very night. They follow the princesses to the underground castle where the princesses dance, this time, to exercise music. All of a sudden, as the king is tapping his foot to the beat of the music, he gets a look in his eye and takes off his cloak. His hair gets messy and the king once more has that zany look in his eye. Why, it looks like King Dudley is changing again. He is beginning to exercise.
Ready to hop, ready, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, left. Standing windmill, here we go. Left over, down, right over, down, left over, down, right over, down. Keep going, left over, down.
But of course you wonder what happened to the princesses and the soldier. The soldier received his weight in gold, for he did solve the mystery. And the princesses, the spell wore off, and they became the lovely, obedient daughters they once were. But now they had jobs, aerobic instructors. The rats returned to the castle where cheese was once again permitted, but the rats themselves were never quite the same. They set up a health food bar and sold cheese, nut, and yogurt salads. The king loved them. Everyone is now living happily ever after, at least until King Dudley gets that zany look in his eye once more. But until then, it's 1, 2, 1, 2.
again, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, friends. I want to welcome you to our graduation ceremonies. This is a class of the year 2000. Maybe it's because it's the class of the 21st century that they are such an outstanding class. There are not many groups that could, at an age of kindergarten age, perform as these children have today. They have been a wonderful group all year long. They have given us an awful lot of pleasure here at Champlain Elementary School. They are the largest class that we've had here in several years. It's the first time in a number of years that we've had to have two sections of any grade level. We're very pleased that that's happened, and we're pleased to say that again next year we'll have two sections of a kindergarten class. We owe a tremendous amount of thanks to the parents of these children who have been so supportive to our school, who have helped us and helped the teachers on many, many occasions throughout the year with different projects, different programs, sending things into school. Just been a tremendous help that has helped to make our program successful. So I'd like to say certainly thank you to the parents. I also want to thank the teachers and the faculty and staff here that have helped with the decorations, helped with the program, and helped make this a special day for some very, very special children to us. As you can see, this is being taped, and it will be shown on Channel 21, hometown cable television, on Tuesday evening at 5 and 9 p.m. So if you want to see this at home, or children will have a chance to watch their play, you can see it on Tuesday evening. As I was wondering what I might say about this class, about a kindergarten group, I recalled something that was handed to me early in the year, something that was written by a man by the name of Robert Fulton. And I think it explains the kindergarten experience as best can be explained. It says, "All I ever really wanted to know, I learned in kindergarten. Most of what I really need to know about how to live, and what to do, and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Wisdom was not at the top of the graduate school mountain, but there in the sandbox in kindergarten. These are the things I learned. Share everything, play fair, don't hit people, put things back where you found them, clean up your own mess, don't take things that aren't yours, say you're sorry when you hurt somebody, wash your hands before you eat, flush. Warm cookies and milk are good for you. Live a balanced life. Learn some, and think some, and draw, and paint, and sing, and dance, and play, and work every day some. Take a nap every afternoon. When you go out into the world, watch for traffic. Hold hands and stick together. Be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the plastic cup. The roots go down and the plant goes up. Nobody really knows how or why, but we are all like that. Goldfish and hamsters and white mice, and even the little seed in the plastic cup, they all die. So do we. And then remember the book about Dick and Jane, and the first word you learned, the biggest word of all, look. Everything you need to know is there somewhere. The golden rule, love, basic sanitation, ecology and politics, and sane living. Think of what a better world it would be if we all, the whole world, had cookies and milk about 3 o'clock every afternoon, and then lay down with our blankets for a nap. Or if we had a basic policy in our nation and other nations, we always put things back where we found them, and clean up after our own messes. And it is still true, no matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together. It's a monumental task that these kindergarten teachers have. Every year I watch in amazement as they take these little children who are clinging to their mothers, or the other way around, the mothers clinging to the children, and try to separate them and get them into the classrooms. And what lovely young boys and girls we have today, just 180 days later in the school year. So congratulations, boys and girls, on your graduation. Congratulations to your teachers. And at this time, the teachers will present the graduates. And if you'd like to take pictures, we'll be presenting the certificates right here.
Daniel Price. Jeremiah Colby. Max Ledoux.
Richard. He and one of our other children are receiving another award today, and this is a very rare award for kindergarten children, because usually the first year they come to school, they catch most of the things that are going around. But Richard has had perfect attendance for this school year, and so we're going to give him the certificate for taking. And James is our other student who has the honor of having perfect attendance this year. Congratulations. So you can get your cake in the hall and your punch, get pictures, and after that, you can enjoy your cake and punch with the graduates either in the classroom or out under the trees since the sun is shining. Thank you very much.